So, are we going to worry about the 2 pi? No, not part of it. We're just doing dimensional analysis. What units is the radius going to be in?
Meters.
Meters. What's the velocity going to be in?
Meters per second.
Meters per second?
Yeah.
Or meters per blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, instead of dividing by meters per blah, 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 what can we do?
Multipliers.
Yeah, multiply by blah, blah, blah over m. So if I take m over 1 and multiply that by seconds per meter, miracle of miracles, what happens? I get
Seconds.
blah, blah, blah. So help me. Anybody write blah, blah, blah in the test tomorrow? So, you're going to get seconds. Is that what we want this to be in? Yes, but I was a jerk, oddly enough, when I typed this up. Why was I a jerk? I put kilometers and then as the radius, and then I put the velocity in meters per second. So what are you going to have to do? Yeah, you got to convert. Personally, I would roll the kilometers into meters by multiplying by 1,000. So if all goes well, when you do this, you should get an answer of around 0.1 seconds. Okay? So your answer to 12A should be around 0.1 seconds, which is about that fast. Okay, so if you could turn on a beam of light and have it exactly follow the circumference of our rock, it would take about that long to go all the way around. Okay, about the same amount of time it takes to snap your fingers. So what does that tell you about the speed of light?
Pretty quick.
It's really, really, really fast. Okay, it's really, 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 really fast. Okay. Now, technically, period is seconds per revolution. Okay? Now, this is not going to be on the test tomorrow, this next step that you're going to do. This is not going to be on the test tomorrow or on Monday, I promise you. But I just want to introduce you to it. So, on the test tomorrow, you all are going to have this equation sheet. It's a laminated version of it. Okay? And so that way, in case you need the circumference of a circle, or if you need conversions or something like that, it's here. So, over here, kind of on this right-hand side, I've got period is equal to 1 over frequency. Okay? So, period is 1 over frequency. Now, Nick, I want to get frequency by itself. What am I going to do?
Multiply by frequency and then divide by period.
Perfect. Okay? So what that means is that these numbers are inverses of each other. So this is where the magic happens. Again, embrace this idea of dimensional analysis. Oh, I'm going to take 1 over your answer from the first part, around 0.1, but that's seconds per revolution. Ah, miracle of miracles. I have seconds over revolutions. Frequency is revolutions per second. So what's going to happen here? What's going to happen? The revolutions are going to flip up. I hate the Beatles, but hey, we're going to have a revolution. And you get revolutions per second. So your answer to 12B should be around 7. Okay? So this is what this means. If you could turn on a flashlight and have it follow the circumference of the earth, and you could count how many times that beam of light comes around per second, it would be about 7. So you would turn it on and you'd go, what is it rise at 7? Like you can't even count to 7 in 1 second. But that's how many times that beam of light is going to go around the earth per second, assuming that it is round and we're not on a flat earth, which we're going to. Okay? Because we're in physics class and we study things. That makes sense. Okay. I promise you, there's going to be a question like number 13. Okay? So on number 13, I'm going to give you an equation. And I'm going to say, hey, what's going to happen is, now, the 2 words I do not want to see, if I give you a question like number 13, and I'm going to, there's 2 words I don't want to see. Change or different. Oh, what's going to happen to the velocity? It's going to change. No, horrible, bad. What I want you to be able to articulate is exactly how much it's going to change. Is it going to double? Is it going to be half as much? Is it going to increase by a factor of 4? Okay? And again, you can do smash mouth physics, or you can look at the elegant approach of mathematics. And again, you're going, man, kind of iffy on that, Burkamp. Go back and look at that assignment that I gave you that had the graphs on 3 graphs on the front of it. If you flip that over to page 2, there was a whole series of problems like that. So go back, cover up your answers, see if you can get those same answers again. Okay? Then, if you wanted to, in the days of group chats or whatever, set up a group chat. Go, hey, somebody pick an equation, throw it out there, say, hey, what's going to happen if we double radius? What would happen if we double mass? Okay? If you wanted to do something like that. All right. Anything else you want me to go over on this assignment? If you want to hold on to this assignment and use it to study and hand in that assignment on Monday, that's cool. If you're done with it and you want to hand it in, that's cool too. You're eventually going to have to hand it in no matter what, okay? But it's just, when do you want to hand it in? But you should have one graph, staple that to the back. Okay, we good? Or can you stop that magic button for, I gotta